Chair, this was a case of misclassification and the issue was not addressed.
The issue, Senator Sifuna.
Governor, if you acknowledge the mistake, why has the misclassification not been rectified? Do you understand what it should be classified as? Has the auditor been clear?
Yes, through the chair. The issue was a misclassification and there was no budget for electricity subsidy. So we cannot rectify it during this current financial year.
OAG, I can see Patrick struggling with that answer.
Yes, Chairman. I think the only solution that will have been available for the county will have been to do a supplementary budget, then do the allocation of the votes.
Right.
No, the year is gone. It's not possible to do the reallocation. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, I apologize because you know when you come late,
Yes.
there are things you miss in terms of the capacity in the governor's office when it comes to preparation of financial statements and interaction with the questions that the Auditor General has raised. Governor, how is that solution not clear to your people? What qualifications do these people hold, Chair?
Maybe you can go on record, the officer.
Who is he?
Just go on record again.
Yeah, my name is Joel Moyanga, Accountant General.
Yes, what is your professional background, sir?
I'm an accountant and an economist by training also.
You have an ISPAC number?
Yes.
So this solution that appears very obvious to the Auditor General, how come it has not crossed your mind? Because we are in the business of closing audit queries. If the solution is you do a supplementary budget and classify the amounts properly, why is that difficult to do? What challenges are you facing?
Okay, when this happens, when we are towards the end of the financial year, it will not be possible to do a supplementary and have it approved by the county assembly for us to rectify this issue. Because that is the obvious solution, that when you have insufficient in an item which is very essential, you need to do a supplementary so that you can top up what is not, what is missing. But when this one happens, when there is no time to do a supplementary, it leads us to a problem like this.
So, from your perspective, this problem cannot be resolved?
It can be resolved. Not in the current one, but in subsequent. My proposal would be we can restate the financial statements to reflect the correct position, but only in this current financial year, because the last financial year we could not be able to rectify the misclassification because of the budget constraints.
Finally, Chair, I want to understand a more fundamental issue. Governor, this electricity is for what?
This is subsidy to the water companies. We have
what do they use the electricity for?
Yeah, for generating water at Masinga and Kiambere.
Generating or pumping?
Pumping. Pumping water. Yeah, for.
Is there a technology that exists that can cut your electricity bills, and knowing that Kitui has been blessed by sunshine throughout the year?
Yes, solarization, and we jointly with the Machakos County government pulling resources in order to solarize the intake point at Masinga. And also we are doing ourselves at Kiambere, because Kiambere we can't do it with Machakos.
So where are you on that process?
I think we are fairly almost 2/3, but not quite there.
Yeah, because I don't think this is a cost that the county government should continue to incur. And I am more than sure that their development partners would be more than happy to help in such a project. So when you say 2/3, what does that mean? You have gotten 2 solar panels out of 3.
Two-thirds is, you know, we share the water intake together with Machakos. Step 1, we put a team together of technical officers who are supposed to study the whole thing and really come up with a clear recommendation of what should be done. And that is being done. But previously...
That cannot be 2/3 of the process, Governor, because those are intentions.
Yeah, previously, the national government had indicated they would help us to install a second intake. And actually some money was allocated, but in the course of the year, then it was reallocated to other things by the national government. So we had to go to Plan B, which is the one we are implementing now.
Okay, finally, just give us a broad overview of the cost implication for the people of Kitui.
Yeah.
The project of solarization, how much do you estimate it will cost?
Yeah, solarization, the estimate we've been given is about 250 million Kenya shillings. It's quite expensive. And that will be the implications. But if we divide it together with the Machakos, they will take 50% and ourselves 50%, so the burden will be light.
Senator Dula?
Chair, I really wanted to understand, because Masinga and the rest are parastatals. And I believe at some stage the cost should have been shared between the county and also the parastatals. Have you tried to engage those parastatals to come in and actually cut on the cost? Because this money is too much for a county government. Thank you.
Governor?
Actually, they are county entities, if you wish, county parastatals.
They are
wholly owned by the county government of Kitui. And you're correct, we have engaged the 2 water companies, and they pay some little money, but by and large, even when we came in as county governments in 2013, we found the national government then was paying the electricity cost for them, because really they can't carry the load alone. So the solution of solarization in order to reduce the cost is something we should do. We are also getting them to improve their performance so that they can generate enough cash flows and money to be able actually to pay the entire amount for themselves, not us.
Chair, just in addition, I finish, Senator Gataya. I really want to get a breakdown of how the cost is shared, because we have seen practices where county and also national government, they double fund the projects. So I wish the county should be able to give us breakdown on what the parastatals have contributed and what the county has contributed. I thank you.
Okay, I'll rule on that, Senator Gataya.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I'm just trying to look at the figures of 15, is it 15 million?
Yeah, 15 million.
What electricity bills?
Yes.
This is consumed for which period? 1 year?
Yeah,
one financial year. So if you go to the 250 solarization projects, how many years do you require to do that project?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Then you are done.
And we are done. Yeah.
And then you have also hinted to us that maybe you can share with the Machakos.
Yeah.
So we too will go for around 120 million.
Yeah.
Can we put you on record that you, in the next financial year, you are going to start that exercise?
Well, we have just said 2 years.
2 financial years or 2 years?
Yeah, in the next 2 years, yeah.
The next 2 years?
Yeah.
So we are not going to experience the water bills in Kitui? The electricity bills?
Subsidies from the county government. Let me not give 100% guarantee that we will not have subsidies.
Because 15 million is a lot of money. I know of some people in some parts of Kitui who are going for very many days without water.
Yeah, the problem with this water which comes from Masinga,
This is what we will do about 3 boreholes or 5.
yeah, those ones are being served
In
through
Seikulo,
boreholes.
in Bagisho, and so many other places.
Yeah, yeah, those ones are being served through other water supply methodologies. But Mwingi Town and Kitui Town, they are served through water from those two big projects,
Okay.
which were actually done even before county governments came into being. So within 2 years, we are working on a system of solarization to reduce costs, but we can't say 100% there will be no subsidy, because when the water is not being pumped, because KPLC has cut the electricity, the hospitals in Kitui will not have, particularly the main hospital in Kitui, the main hospital in Mwingi, they will not have water. And when people are saying no water in the hospitals, they normally ask what is the county government, and by extension, what is the governor doing? So you find we are in a situation where we are in a fix. They also ask what the county assembly is doing when they are allocating. So we find ourselves in a very difficult situation these days.
Governor, I think in all fairness, the issue of water companies, we agree with the overview, but those ones you can discuss in public investment committee. So members will take 1.3 and 1.31 written submissions, specialized materials. Where are the payment vouchers? One CCM on 1.31 of 3.1 million. As you provided next year's? Have you provided them?
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
that is 1.3.1.
Yes. Of these vaccines that you paid under voucher number 4791,981.
There is an annexure which is attached.
Annexure number? This one of Kevavi.
Yeah, this is a receipt from Kebapavi.
Okay. Annexure number? Oh, this one.
Yeah, it's an attachment.
Yes, next.
It's an attachment.
Okay. OAG, they have said they have a next voucher reflecting 3.15 voucher. Is that voucher? I can see it's a photocopy, not yet authorized. What can you say about that?
Here in the response, there's an invoice number 48983 dated 11th July 2023, which needs to be provided.
So it was a specific voucher. CCM, where is this voucher? It is very specific. Voucher number paid under FIFIMIS 47,981. Where is it?
Honorable Chair, since it is not attached here,
You are not aware where it is.
it can be provided.
But it was raised in draft management letter to you. It can be provided, it is there, but you didn't provide.
Yes, sir.
Yet it was specific. That's violation of Public Audit Act, Section 62. Governor,
Yes.
what do you have to say? You are the man under oath. The document is there, but your CCM is not provided. What
Yeah.
can you say?
That I completely agree with the Senate and also Auditor General. That voucher should be here.
So CCM, where is the voucher? I want to close that matter. Where is the voucher?
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
the voucher, here the statement is that the voucher was partially supported.
CCM, I want us to be efficient.
Yes,
The
yes.
voucher number has been provided. It is 47,981. Where is it?
Yeah, we have been treated to a lot of theories, all right from the first.
Yeah, that's why I want us to be precise with the eyes of a military
This
marksman.
is a committee that deals with documentation. We are not here just
Specific.
this is not a literature class as the chair just said the other time.
In fact, this one for Kevavi members, it is 3.7 million. And this one was specific, it was on 3.5, and the voucher numbers, where is this voucher? Is it there or it disappeared?
Honorable Chair, it is there, and it is an omission that it was not.
Did you see when it was raised in draft management letter to you?
Yes, I saw it.
And then you ignored. This is dereliction of duty. And you know your sins are piling up from now. And you know Senator Sifuna is a member of Catholic, so and you know they do confession, but in this committee we don't allow confessions. Oh yeah, you also are Catholic, okay. So Governor, you can see I might at the close of this that you need to take administrative action, because if a document is there, you know, why don't you provide? It would have made our work easier. Governor, we wanted to use 30 minutes and you go back to serving people of Kitui. So I direct that in the next 14 days, that document should be provided and given. And number two, to take administrative action against the CCM and officers concerned, and provide feedback within the next 2 weeks. Members, for efficiency, have ruled, so that matter is closed.
Chair, I wanted to.
Yeah, the CEO,
on that you
maybe the
rule of
CEO has
yours.
borrowed a lot from the CEO.
Are you reopening the chairman's ruling?
Chair, I wanted to comment.
You are
on the
rejoined
ruling.
No, you can't comment on the ruling.
Because if you give that open
Yes.
space,
Yes.
because this thing is on ML,
Yes,
which is and it comes to us again.
yes.
So it happened now. We are given an opportunity that they have to go and cook the documents. So if you give them a gap,
Yes.
14 days,
Yes.
and the documents are not there, if it is there, they will have bring it. But now it is not there. That's why they are coming. without-
CCM, are you going to cook?
Yes, obvious.
You don't look like a good
Honorable
cook.
Chair, I don't know how to cook.
How do people who cook
But-
look like?
Honorable Chair.
So you are, yes, Senator.
Chef,
The reason, members, the reason I'm giving 14 days is one is parliament. Number two is for the OAG to authenticate the document before transmitting for report writing and to the committee. Senator Okio Mtata?
Honorable Chair,
Yes, I agree.
it's a requirement that documents be produced at the point of audit. And I think the Auditor General should be downing his or her tools the moment he finds no documents. This business of massaging county government officials, that you want to get documents, that you are waiting for documents, they don't have them. The only option, you are giving them time to manufacture. So for me, I think an audit should end where no documents are produced. Otherwise, you are just playing around. And the consequences should follow.
Okay.
Because the law, Section 62 of the Audit Act is very clear. The auditor should make a report to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, and law enforcement should take over. Just tell us that money was not used lawfully, and therefore it was not used effectively, and let law enforcement take over. But this business of allowing, I don't even the power. Why does the Auditor General get those powers? In law, where does the Auditor General get the powers to say that he can postpone an audit to allow somebody to produce documents when the law requires that the documents have to be on record? So I think, Chair, we should be more strict and hand that matter over to the law enforcement, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, and the officers concerned to be criminally responsible, be held criminally accountable. We should not negotiate. This is public money, and it must be used with a lot of care. It's not personal money. So I think if there are no documents, we hand the matter over to law enforcement, and let law enforcement come back, because I've got the power to do criminal investigations, come back and say, okay, we have investigated this matter and there was no criminal culpability. Otherwise, we give these officials the leeway to keep on playing games with us, with the auditors. That's all, Chair.
Thank you,
Chair.
Senator Okia, for that
Are
observation.
either not the,
Sifuna?
are we the other
Katai, I have not given you the mic.
Sorry, I wanted to assist here, Mutata. I wanted to remind the team that if they're not careful, you can go to court.
I hope that is on a light attach. These are court already.
Chair, there's a document that is attached there. I think it says a statement from Kevevapi.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Governor, I have a problem with that annexure. That document does not answer anything. And I have never interacted with this Kevevapi organization. But surely, if this is supposed to be a document relating to the county government of Kitui, if Kevevapi have sold something to the county government of Kitui, that document should say so. There is no mention whatsoever of Kitui County on this document, unless I've missed it, Governor. That document does not say who is buying these vaccines, right? The annexure there.
Yeah, you're correct, Senator. And I admit we needed slightly more evidence, including what you just say, showing that Kevapi, whatever commodities they gave us, really it's well documented.
Governor, your team is letting you down because public procurement, especially procurement by a government such as yours, you cannot tell us that the only document relating to the procurement of vaccines is that document. And when they come to us as a committee, I personally find it insulting when people bring documents they know do not even have anything to do with the query itself.
Like this one operates on the basis, as our response has shown, on a framework procurement agreement basis, because it's the only parastatal which supplies this. So usually they require you pay them, and then once they supply you, they keep on deducting. But all that documentation should be here so that it serves as evidence, and it should have been shared with the auditors so that it does not become an audit query or an issue.
That's precisely what I'm saying. I cannot accept that this is the only document relating to purchase of vaccines.
I agree. In the framework procurement agreement should be here.
So you are admitting the guilt?
You know, you don't argue with the facts.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Let's leave it there, Governor. Please, I've made a ruling on this. Maybe I can just slightly vary so that we move fast. Senator Okia, Senator Kataya.
His Excellency, the Governor, what is this document supposed to explain? This document now from Kevapi. What is it supposed to explain? Because I've seen some faint.
Yeah,
I think it's an invoice or a pro forma invoice for that matter, maybe which can be manufactured from any cyber.
Thank you, Senator. Let me ask my CEO.
What is it supposed to explain? Why is it here?
Let me ask my CEO of Finance to explain that.
Same Kimwele.
Quickly, Kimwele.
Thank you, Chair. The Kivavi the document is showing a statement. If you can see, it's showing the balance which has remained before and the prepayment of 3.5.
I think, Governor, let's stick to what you said, because your officers are going to make things worse. I like people who admit that this does not meet the threshold or the standard of proof, and you take steps. Because if we get to what he's saying, some of us, our blood boils very easily, Governor, especially in the face of people who are trying to be clever with us. There's no point. This document does not speak to the query. You need to provide the documents that speak to the query. And Senator Umtata is quite right that we shouldn't be engaging in this process. The auditor says you have not provided documents. That should be the end, and there should be action that follows. Failure to produce documents during an audit is an offense under the law. So we just proceed in that fashion.
Maybe I can just slightly vary my ruling that 14 days is parliamentary, kindly provide, and then section 62 is very clear. We need evidence of administrative action against all officers who fail to produce documents. Let's leave it there. That members, let's go to routine maintenance. So that 1.32 OAG read through.
Thank you, Chair. Routine maintenance. Included in the expenditure and as disclosed in Note 4 to the financial statement is Kenya shillings 55,746,852 for routine maintenance of motor vehicles and other transport equipment. Review of motor vehicles records revealed the following issues. 1. Efficiency analysis reports for serviced county motor vehicles were not provided for audit review. It was therefore not possible to identify the unserviceable vehicles which were not cost-effective to maintain. 2. No record of work done was posted in the motor vehicle logbooks and work tickets. 3. An expenditure of Kenya shillings 2,254,106 was not supported with user requisitions and motor vehicles, service pre-inspection and post-inspection certificates. In the circumstances, the accuracy and validity of routine maintenance of motor vehicles and other transport equipment totaling to Kenya shillings 55,746,852 could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair. The issue is not addressed.
Governor, guide us to your response.
Yes, I will request the Accountant General to read our response.
But Governor, I've read through the response quickly.
Yeah.
Roman 1 wants an analysis report for service. Where is that report? Is it here?
Well, it's not there.
And number 2, Roman 2. No record of work done was posted in vehicles logbook and work tickets. Is that record of work done by those that were doing service, 55 million here?
I agree. No, it's not here.
An expenditure of 2.5 million was not with user requisition, with the user requisition and pre-inspection and post-inspection certificates here?
Not
I
here.
can see only one pre-inspection for unserviceable only vehicles. How many vehicles are you talking about here? Is it only 3?
Of course, we have a lot more vehicles which go for maintenance. So it's not the entire
Governor,
number.
let's go service by service. So there is no analysis report for service county motor vehicles. It is not there. You have not attached here. Is it there in Kitui office?
Yes, we have a transport office which coordinates most of these repairs and maintenance. And what is practical if they can be able to keep good records so that when the auditors come, they have the logbooks, they have the work tickets, and they are all checked systematically. So that is something when we were reviewing this back in the office.
Governor, let us be efficient. Have you sat with the OAG at the entry and exit meeting, a management meeting? Because it looks like there is a disconnect. And who prepared these management responses on behalf of your team? Who did this work?
Yeah, it's the Accountant General and our internal auditor and also Chief Officer. They are supposed to work under Chief Officer Finance.
But under the audit in Roman 1, 2, 3, they are just documents that they are in your office lying that you should have provided. So I might be tempted to borrow the thinking of Senator Okiya Mtata, because members, there is no documents to support this audit query.
Chair, I wanted to know where the county secretary is, because I believe the issues of transport should be under the county secretary. Is he here or is she here?
No,
or that doesn't fall under his docket?
Yeah, it does.
Where is the county secretary?
Well, it's not here.
Yeah, but you see, Governor, those are the people who should be here to answer those questions on your behalf. If they are not here and they have not assisted you in providing evidence, then why are you here? Because this is more administrative as far as the documents for repair
yeah.
is concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
where is the county secretary?
If you had to bring everybody here.
No, it's not the issue of bringing everybody here, Governor.
Yeah.
You bring those who will help you or assist you in responding to the queries. We're not saying bring the whole county.
Yeah, but let me explain, Senator.
I hope you
usually
see you have,
the responses
maybe Governor,
are,
before you answer, see, do you have a deputy governor in office? So,
yes, I have a deputy
do you
governor.
have county secretary substantively in office?
Yes,
Okay.
one is acting.
One who is acting?
Yeah.
Why is he acting? And
Yeah.
for how long?
Well, they've been acting for some time, but we are in the process of recruiting.
Some time, what do you mean? Senate does not take some time, it takes definite time.